MansionPoker.com. Poker Dome Challenge here at the Poker Dome at the Tropicana Resort Casino on the Strip in Las Vegas. Robert Brown, he is our chip leader, 181. He's playing head-up with Chris Stocks at 118. Reversal of roles.
Well, this man right here, Chris Stocks, with 119,000, has really seen a reversal of fortune. When we started heads-up play, it was 182 to 118. It's now 181 to 119.
Raise it now.
And he's run into a pocket pair.
Yeah, this might be an interesting hand here.
C5,
20,000.
Raising to 20.
20,000. Raises to 20,000.
Brown says he's not working right now. He's making enough to get by, playing poker and
All in.
little local.
Oh,
He's going all in.
82 is all in.
Bold move.
181,000.
Now, with only a king high and a ratty 6 kicker, I expect Stocks to fold here.
He does.
C5 fold.
And Brown takes another 20,000. He has more than 2/3 of the chips on the table now.
Started out, as you said earlier, about 65,000 chips behind.
And now you can just see there visually, Barry. And
Well, look at
boy,
this.
and this kid's getting hit with a deck too.
Call.
Yeah, he is.
6,000 call.
Check.
C5 checks. With heads
Line
up.
checks.
Brown just calls with the ace king,
Flop.
declining to raise.
5, 8. Deuce. Check.
Check.
Stocks.
20,000.
20,000. The head is
Bet won't be
20,000.
That should take it down, but that's a bit of an overbet. There was only 12,000 on the pot. Stocks may have said something amiss there, but that's the power of a big stack. You can get away with some imprecise betting, because who wants to tangle against that? You make one blunder, and that's the end of your tournament.
He's 2-1 in chips now.
The big man said.
I'm only.
All
This time
in.
Stock says, oh, man, that'll be enough.
You know, and I gotta say, that is bold to the point of foolish.
3,000, please.
You know, there's only 3,000 and 6,000 in the blinds, 9,000. With a 7 high, Chris Stocks put all his chips in to win 9,000. He was fortunate that his opponent didn't have everything to call with.
Check. With heads up.
There's a 7-6 again. Does he want to go all in?
King 6 in the pair for Stocks.
This can be a troublesome hand when you've got middle pair and a weak kicker,
Price
but
20.
it's not stopping
Fold.
Chris Stocks, and it's going to take down the pot.
Are you ready to be part of the most exhilarating and breathtaking poker series ever to hit the streets of Las Vegas? Well, all you have to do is log on to MansionPoker.com, register and enter the daily online qualifiers, and it could be you. Each week, 6 lucky players from around the world have flown right here to Las Vegas to compete inside the Poker Dome. Log on now to MansionPoker.com, and you can earn a shot at $1 million. One of these two players will move to our qualifying event next week. That's our first of 6 qualifying events. One of these two players will win $25,000 tonight, a chance to win $50,000 next week, and with that, a seat at a table that is worth $1 million in March.
And I think the player that wins tonight is actually going to have a slight edge on the other finalists next week. That player will be in stroke. He will have just survived the dome. He won't have had a long layoff. There won't be any rust. I think either Brown or Stocks has got to be considered one of the favorites next week.
Brown again has the goods here. He has been getting good cards.
All in.
Stocks says I'm all in.
C5 wins the pot.
I think it's going to work again. It does. But one of these times, Barry, I predict Stocks is going to make that brash move.
3,000 on the button.
And Brown's going to look down and find a hand worth playing.
I think you're absolutely right.
You know, and when you go all in, putting your entire chip stack at risk with a 7 high, you're just praying to not get called.
Raise it up.
15,000.
How much? I'm sorry.
15,000.
15,000.
15,000 with that 8-6.
Now that's more like it.
Fold.
Brown will get out of the way again.
See, he got the same result. He won the same 9,000 in blinds, but he only put 15,000 of his chips at risk.
Blinds, please.
That's a little bit more in line. And if his opponent Brown finds a hand and re-raises him, he only loses 15,000, not the tournament.
Chip counts now 186 to 114. Brown with the chip lead. Stocks will pare that down a little bit more. And inherit the button. We've seen Stocks on the button, the small blind, raised almost all the time. Doesn't matter what two cards he has. He lets this one go with merely a 5 high. Good choice. Brown will take down the lines again.
As the chip leader, Brown is perfectly content to get a walk every time he has the big blind. A walk meaning nobody, Stocks does not challenge his big blind.
Brown going to throw away an 8-6. Stocks will take it down with a 9-3.
Both players have just suddenly changed gears. It's almost like they have an unspoken covenant. Okay, I won't pick on your blind if you don't pick on mine. But I think Chris Stocks is going to recognize that his opponent Brown has slowed down a little bit, and there he goes, raising again with a 10 high.
Looks like he might get a call.
Time running out.
Call.
He says call.
At the last gasp.
Beat the buzzer.
7-8's a tough hand to play out of position.
And there's an 8.
It's an 8. See, check raising here. Brown does check. I expect Stocks to bet. And
C5, that's
expect
15,000.
Brown to raise
15,000 to
him.
bet.
Unless he gives Stocks a king, Brown surely must know he has the best hand. He calls.
15,000.
And that call might be as effective as a raise. Stocks might say, okay, I took my shot at bluffing. I'm not going to waste any more chips. Unless he spikes a 10 here. It's a jack.
Check.
Brown
C2 check.
checks with the intention of calling. And Stocks says, okay, yeah, I'm done bluffing.
Jack on the river, so Brown
C2 goes all in.
goes
All
all
in
in.
450,000.
That is all, but I'm going to tell you, Brown just showed me that there's a little chink in his armor. That move right there, Barry, he only gets called if he's beat.
Good point. He did dodge a bit of a bullet. Nonetheless, we're continuing head-to-head play, and Brown with a pretty decided edge.